It's so gross in here.
Clean up after yourself. Come on.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is Marlon Wiebe. I am the video producer here at Brace Yourself Games, and today we're gonna play some Industry of Titan. And with me here is over there.
Oh yeah, I'm Andy. Nguyen.
What do you do, Andy?
Oh, I'm the project lead and lead designer on Industries of Titan.
No big deal. just the head honcho. Hello everybody. Who we all got in the chat here? Oh man, we got everybody. Danny B, Garen, Gumbakle 4, Baptiste Waken, Hasamasu, watching from work. Howdy. Hey everybody. 4-Bit Friday, good to see you. Extrom, Harbor Pilot. Oh my goodness, we got everybody in the stream today. How are the levels for you guys? We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants with the audio stuff here. Just let us know. Music's a bit loud. Okay, I will have to turn that down in the game then. How's that? Does that sound good? Yeah, just keep us up to date if that's getting too loud. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Today our plan is just to play the game a bit, and Andy's gonna provide some commentary. Anything else that you would like to talk about, Andy?
Yeah. Thanks everyone for supporting us. It's been kind of crazy. It's only been a few days, but man, it feels like it's kind of surreal. Everyone the team is super excited and really happy with how things are going, and the community has been really supportive. They really want to help us make the game as good as possible. So they're submitting their bugs, they're telling us how to find them, how to fix them, and because of your community participation, we've been able to crush these things way faster than we have in the past. So thank you so much.
Yeah, we've already got I don't know how many bug updates have we done already? 5? It's been a lot.
Our QA team is Alexa and Bob, and they've been pushing I think 2 patches about every day, one at noon and then one at the end of the day, and each one almost reduces our kind of bug reports by about half. So it's been really good to have everyone help on staff.
Yeah, it's been really good. Andy, they're requesting you turn your camera down a couple angles. There we go. They're wondering if you're showing off your sweet toys in the background. Unfortunately, my background is just the exercise bike that we have over here. Nothing too fun.
At least you're getting exercise.
I can show my Hollow Knight plushie, I guess, but that's about it. But yeah, you want to dive into it? What do you think?
Yeah.
We're also gonna be doing some giveaways and stuff a little bit later in the stream, so please stay tuned for that. So yeah, let's jump into it and play some games. I haven't played this, since I'm the video editor. I haven't actually played this game normally too much. Usually when I'm capturing footage, I always use a lot of cheats and stuff. So this is actually going to be good to play through it without any cheats, that sort of thing. And also, just to warn everybody, is that we're actually playing a very recent internal build that we just hot off the presses. So please keep that in mind. Apparently, it fixes a bunch of things, but I don't think it's up on the Epic Store just yet. Just follow the tutorial. Hello, Sir Karma. That's Antoine, our art director, is in there. Patchy Perfect is our QA team, so please say hello to everybody in the chat. 4-Bit Friday is significantly quieter than Andy. Is that me? 4-Bit Friday? Got tested a lot. Yes, this build has got tested a lot, yes. Gang's all here. Yeah, just let me know if I'm quiet or something. Here, I could turn myself up a little bit. Yeah, me. How's that? Is that a little bit better? I can also turn down the music a little bit. Sorry, Danny. Okay. What do you want? What do we think we should do here, Andy? Well, what should I do? Should I just do regular standard game?
Yeah. That's kind of how it's meant to be played.
Okay. Let's do it. All right, here we have the mode selection. Obviously, there's a couple different ways to play the game. We're going to do standard and normal. Apparently, we've got a Titan difficulty, which is if you really want to challenge yourself, you can do Titan. We're not going to do that today because I'm not too experienced with the normal game just yet. So let's just do that. And here we can see, we can pick our faction. Right now, we just have the landfallers for now. Idiot Cody is, how are you guys finding working from home? Andy, you want to take that one away?
Well, it's not, it wasn't as, bad if you...
1 second, I gotta change the music again.
Yeah, working from home didn't really slow down the production on the game very much. Like, we were really fortunate that we were in a tech field, so everyone we just started working from home, and our tools are like Slack and Discord and whatnot. So we were already kind of acclimated to working from home, and it's kind of nice too because on the days where we just kind of want to focus on the project, we could just really focus on it and in the comfort of our own house. So it's real nice.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good transition for sure. Yeah, here we go. Select a destination. We're just gonna go with the standard one. I will enable the tutorial so that you guys can do it. What are we gonna call our company? What's our company?
You tried some of the random generation.
Oh, let's see what we got here. Progen Alliance. Ironside Trust. Velap Scientific. Huge Stonks. BYG, yeah. I guess.
So what is the chat?
I got Huge Stonks and BYG so far.
Yeah, from the chat.
How about Twitch Chat Incorporated?
Twitch Chat Incorporated.
Okay. Twitch Chat Inc. Actually, I like scientific. Twitch Chat Scientific. Because, Twitch Chat is scientific. Notorious BYG. That's great. We're just going to go with this for now. Launch our ship. Here it goes.
Yep. Someone asks if there's any chance that a few of the OST tracks can be on YouTube or some such, and Danny actually has a few on 2 EP tracks up on his website. He's just linked it.
Yeah, I believe there's the two EPs are also on Spotify, and yeah, you can listen to it there. Vinyl when, Danny B style? Probably not till after launch, I'm gonna guess. The full launch, not the early access one. Website is giving a cert error. Is that our official website there? Sagalicious? Sagacious?
Sagacious?
All right, here we go.
You made this intro cutscene, didn't you?
Yeah, this is my jam here.
Founder, the council is glad to see you. We have significant investments riding on your success. I hope you'll live up to our expectations.
Got a lot of expectations. Sylvie says, "Give us some roads soon." I believe that is coming
Founder,
soon.
To Industries of Titan Early Access. You may find plenty of what we like to call bugs, which the Council are eager to squash.
Yes, get them bugs.
If you stumble upon such a bug, we appreciate you reporting it on the forums or on our Discord.
Oh, here's our boys.
Thank you. The Council
Our workers.
looks forward to seeing what you can do.
The game does not have subtitles yet, but I believe that is something we're working on. And in the top right corner, when they speak, there will be a speech bubble. It's kind of covered by the Twitch chat right now in the stream, but yeah, it will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. They're just waiting for stuff to do. I'm gonna Oh wait, I'm gonna do this tutorial here. We have a sweet tutorial that like auto completes as you go along. Oh, I haven't done any of the rebel camps yet. I'm nervous.
Oh, you haven't expanded outward yet?
No, but it's because I've just been setting up various scenes just to get shots for the trailer and stuff.
Well, the difference between standard mode and survival mode is in standard mode, the game kind of monitors your player behavior and then determines when and how to attack you based off of how you're playing. So if you're kind of like newer to the game, it'll lay off a little bit.
Welcome, Founder.
And then if you're much faster, much stronger, then it'll attack you with much harder force. So you know, you don't have to. It'll kind of be somewhat adaptive, and the difficulty setting that you pick in the beginning actually determines like how aggressive that adaptive behavior is.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a really cool feature. Hey, we might post the link on the Twitter to the stream. I think you forgot. Oh, I thought we tweeted that.
Headquarters belong to you.
What's your
You are
link
free
at?
to do as you please with this land.
Yeah, I think we tweeted
Any
it.
land outside
Yeah.
your territory,
Yeah, I tweeted it like
belongs to the
20
council.
minutes prior to the launch. I remember I
If you wish
retweeted
to
it.
use that land, you will have to pay the council with influence.
Oh yes, we got the council influence. Okay, everybody, we've surveyed some of these ruins.
I see you eyeing those ruins.
Oh, so
Intriguing.
Pinstar is asking
ruins
about
cover
how
almost
the
every inch of
AI
Titan.
is
They're
determining
earlier
your how it
and
determines
foolish.
your player behavior versus if you're new versus
The
if
doomed
you're
settlers who built them
greedy
have
and
many
whatnot.
resources and
I think there's
artifacts
there's several metrics in the
Your
game that
territory already contains
the game
some
can
ruin
use to measure
structures.
how well you're
You
doing,
can
and like
survey them
it's really
in
easy
your
to
city.
understand the idea of like, well, if you have
Survey
more
results will
buildings
show
or
you
if
the
you have more
contents of the
resources,
ruins.
you know, that's one
Issuing a
metric
survey
that the
order
game
will
can use
assign an
to
employee to
analyze
do
your
it for you.
behavior.
Try surveying the
And there's
ruins with
there's
your
other ones but I kind of want to keep that under wraps for now.
That's fair. Gotta have some secrets for some things to reveal later on early access for sure. Ooh, this is a
Right.
nice one. No trash there. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, for those of you who kind of like are newer to the game and are wondering what Marlon's doing right now, is he's these ruins that are all over the world. They have various contents in them, primarily resources of different like isotopes or minerals or waste. And so he's like surveying them first to see what's inside, because if he salvages one and it's full of waste, he might not actually want to do that. But there's also another resource called we call them artifacts or like technology, and he's scanning for those too. So you want to like, if you see those, you want to make sure you extract the artifact rather than like salvage the resources out of it.
Does he need them for specific things like unlocking things and researching, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
I would imagine there'll be more stuff for that. Oh, we've already got some full storage here, so let's dive into our HQ and start building stuff inside the HQ here. Survey. I think I did that already. Get that. So,
Founder,
First
survey
thing-
results have shown that some nearby ruins contain valuable resources.
yes, so we did this already. I need to
Resources
build
are
some
used to construct
storage
buildings
containers.
and devices. Our city needs them to grow. Try salvaging one of the ruins to gather
So-
its resources now. The
Build a
resources you
model,
find
one-to-one
there will
model
be
of the
placed in
BYG office right
storage
now.
automatically.
Well, we're gonna have to build a
Various
bunch of
storage
buildings
containers.
separate apart from each other, and one person in each at this point. That's the most accurate version of our office right now.
So one thing about the game, which you'll know what Marlon's trying to solve here, is like all the resources are physically simulated. So when you discover them, they're like in the world, and that means they need to be placed somewhere. So as your kind of economy is growing, you actually have to balance it with like your ability to just store those resources that you're accumulating, and this becomes really challenging because a lot of things in the game generate waste, and you have to like find a place to put that to.
Yeah, I'm just building a waste receptacle now so that they'll take it there and they won't clog up my actual containers. You can also do this filter thing, right? You can turn off the waste
Yeah.
here. So yeah, they won't take waste into the containers. They'll just take it to this thing here. So I'm trying to get some energy going here, and I built a medium energy generator. But to actually get it going, it needs fuel. I'm wondering if I should go for the small or the large right now. I'm gonna start with the small, see what happens. And I'm gonna go outside and get some more resources. Oh, and here's one that has a red artifact. I surveyed it previously. So I'm going to use some of my influence and extract the artifact. And I've got 35 influence, so I'm doing pretty good so far here. Another artifact. I do kind of want some minerals, though. Ooh, that's a lot of waste. 28 to 15 waste. I do need some more minerals, though. I guess I could also claim one of these guys and start getting my workers to mine these patches. These are kind of like patches that will constantly give you minerals, that sort of thing. Launch waste into Saturn when.
All right, Marlon. Can you share your screen on Discord?
Can I share? Oh, did you lose it?
I don't see it. Because
Uh-oh.
I'm reacting to like the 2 second, 3 second delay.
Oh. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, is that better?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. There it is. Wall-E simulator. Okay, so we're getting some minerals over here. I think I'm gonna maybe get this other red artifact from this building. Ooh, that's a freebie. No waste. Let's grab that. Head back in. I want to start getting some people down here. So, I'm literally I built this layout for all the trailers, so I'm just like used to building it this way now. I like have a special layout that I always do.
It's like your go-to build plan.
Yeah.
So
Initial build plan at least. I guess
Yeah,
I could
so-
build. Sorry, go ahead.
So something I want to do, I have to look into it, but I believe it's possible. Is like we've had a bunch of players request. So like this aspect of the game of laying out your stuff, some people really want to kind of take their time with it, and so they've requested what we call like a blueprint mode. So right now when you tell the workers to build something, they'll go and they'll build it immediately, right? And it requires that you have the resources to build it first. But in the blueprint mode, what you would do is it would kind of pause the game, and then you can kind of place where you want your objects to go, and it would reserve that location, and it would just leave the blueprint there permanently. And then whenever you decide to want to build it, you could then click on the blueprint and then say like initiate this command, and then it would then enforce it. So that way you can like
That's super cool.
structure things around, realize you don't like it that way, then try it again, etc.
That's really cool. I can see myself enjoying that a lot. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some people here at the spaceport. I had to unlock it using those red artifacts that I got before. I don't have enough living space for those two. Maybe I'll build one more habitat pod in here. I think I got the money for it. What am I missing? Oh, also, might as well start monetizing these people. And I might as well also build a factory at the same time. Why not? A factory literally just gives you more internal space, so can be really handy. Sir Karma says no factory. Sad.
Oh no. So this is actually a request that we get a lot. I think Sir Karma's talking in response to some players were requesting the ability to connect way more than what we allow them to connect.
Oh.
So like they connect the 2 buildings, right? And they're like, well, I want to connect 3 buildings and then 4 buildings and then like 5 buildings and stuff. So to explain why this is not as easy as that, because the art overhead is massive.
Yeah.
Every building has a level 1, 2, and 3 version. And then of those buildings, they have their build animations and stuff, and then they have their own connected 1, 2, and 3 version. So if we made like a 2x2 connected building, which actually existed in the very original prototype, when it was in 2D. If we did that, that would mean that we'd have to make for every single building, which is like, you know, 3 more combinations for every single building, and it just multiplies the art overhead.
Yeah, I can see that being very tricky to do.
Yeah, and what we're focusing on now is actually the buildings that we just don't have in the game yet. So we have like a farm building, which is intended for foods and hunger simulation. A health building, which is intended for a hospital building, which is intended for like a healthcare, population health and healthcare simulation. And a club, which is meant for like entertainment and liquid distribution simulation. So we want to focus on getting those in.
I just had a ship that was 10 people already. It seemed like a lot.
Yeah, the range of ships can be anywhere from like 2 to 30. I think if you get really lucky, you can get like up to 32 or something like that.
Oh wow!
So, Ryan actually mentioned that we could do larger connected buildings just for factories, and that was something that I was considering as well, because like the benefits of a connected factory 2x2 is massive, and I myself find myself wanting to make like massive interior spaces, whereas connecting sort of like residential buildings in that manner don't benefit the game as much.
Oh my goodness! Okay, I have to build more habitat pods. Okay, and I'm gonna do this thing with the industrial outlet. Let's see if this does a trick. Basically, that connects to the.
Oh, you're doing the advanced stuff right now.
Yeah, kind
So,
of cheating a little bit. Not cheating. Not cheating.
I hope anyone who's watching the stream, you know, this is a dev walkthrough. So this is actually in our playtests the most challenging logical like learning process or like of the game, where understanding the power flow from building to building. So if you don't mind, Marlon, I'll sort of explain what you did here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Marlon, in his first building, is headquarters, and you're playing really fast actually. Could you actually collapse your tutorial, since you're just gonna play normally?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So you built your generator, and that's converting the fuel into energy. So now the energy is stored. It's not stored, but like it's coming from that object. So he needs to relay or transfer that energy to the devices that need it. So he built a power relay. Yeah. He built a power relay, and that power relay has like an area of an effect, and the power is transferring from the generator to all the associated devices. But then if his goal is to take the power from that generator and transfer it to another building, he has to build that industrial outlet, which the relay will then transfer the energy to the industrial outlet. The industrial outlet now has the energy stored in sort of like the building hull, if you will, like it's in like the walls of the building. So when Marlon goes out into the city view, he can then relay that energy from that building to another building. So that's what the energy pylon is in the city.
So if I go into the here right now, there's no power. Nothing's getting transferred there. But if I go out and we build energy pylon like this, so it's overlapping both the HQ and the factory, then that should relay the power from the energy generator in the headquarters to the factory.
Right. There's a multiple steps going on there, where it's generator to relay to outlet to then city pylon to the factory, and then the factory then pulls it from its outlet to a relay from inside. So he's making this massive connection.
Yeah.
But you can keep that connection going crazy if you want. So factories have multiple floors to them, and you can bounce the energy up floors, or you can like span it across your whole city. So some players prefer to play where they make a massive energy grid that's all interconnected, and that's totally fine. But one downside of that is if you end up in a situation where your power's compromised, then your one city power grid is now compromised. So you could have multiple local powers if you wanted to.
Yes. Okay, I'm just waiting. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. What do we got here? You get anything good? Ooh, 28. 15 waste though? I'm curious about Ryan's ultimate strategy. Wonder what he wonder what he does for this.
Well, I highly suspect that Ryan's strategy is maximizing the input of influence.
Oh,
like,
interesting. Oh, because then you can like trade it with the council here.
Yeah, well, influence is like one aspect of the game that's heavily gated by the game, like, or your income of influence is heavily gated by the game. Like, you could get more mineral, you could work to get more minerals and credits faster, right? Like, you could strategize towards it, but you're constantly getting influence at a particular rate. And you use the influence to spread out, expand rapidly, and or do trades and whatnot. What you can do if you want to increase your influence is you can build the council monuments, but it's way hard to build them, and not because they're expensive or anything, but they cost a ton of power. I think they're by default twice as much power as any normal building. So you'll find that when you build one, like your city might just shut off. Another thing about the monument too is you can't power it off, like it has to stay on. So this is actually a bug, but I like the design so much that I've kept it for now. Where most buildings, if you're having power problems, you can turn them off so you can manage your power better. Like I take the power out of this building so I can put it into this one. But with the monument, you can't do that. Once you've committed to building it, you're forced to have your like most of your energy routed to it, and it makes it really hard to manage having one. But it's cool because it means that, like, if you want to get more influence, you really have to kind of go all in on this strategy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. I just need some people. I just need some money so that I can start unlocking.
Okay, so you got the population 4, so they're ready to be converted.
Yes, and I'm building some conversion capsules now. Yeah, one thing I guess I need to start getting my power going. And first thing to do that with is fuel turbine. I need to start generating more power. I feel like that's what I got to do. So,
well, if you click on your pylon, it'll tell you your kind of power. Oh, so you're using 6 out of 6.
Out of 6 already, yeah. So I need to. Yeah. And I'm building a bunch of stuff, so that's probably going to backfire. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, one more thing and you'll be going down.
Yes. Ooh, okay. Why don't we just get a big old generator? Wait, how much does that cost? What is that costing me? 12 minerals? Or how much does it cost you? Because it's going to cost me a lot to get. Because I have to. Wait. The fuel turbine doesn't take any energy. No, that doesn't require energy.
So there's a couple questions in the chat. There's a couple of questions in the chat that I want to address here. So Manson brings up that there's some issues with the guns right now. So one of them is that you can sort of like take advantage of the fact that they don't need to be. You can unstaff them and unpower them when you're not in combat, and then use them. I'm okay with this for now. I do think that in the future, I want to explore some concepts for like how to make the gun aspect of the game have more simulation associated with it, because right now it's very binary. Like it's very much like it's either working or it's not working. And our best systems in the game, like one of my favorites is the power system, have a lot of kind of layers of complexity to it, where you can have multiple failure points, or you can kind of come up and run up into scenarios that you weren't thinking of because you didn't plan ahead. And I think the guns don't quite fit that mark yet. So I'll be able to talk about that more later. But for now, yes, I do agree with you that there's some issues there. The other thing that you talk about is how the range of the guns is misleading. This is actually a visual issue where the range of the gun is in tile space because the game is tile based, but then the overlay is sort of radial. And this is something that we'll be addressing at some point too. Either making the gun itself shoot in radial space, or by making the overlay more accurate in tile space.
Somebody said it was too early for a fuel turbine. That might have been my bad. I guess I need to get my my population up and my worker count up. I think that's probably my next goal here. Maybe we'll do this and then
on the gun conversation, Hypersapien even has a follow-up, which is like you run some risk unmanning your guns and then staffing them when you need them, because the risk is that the staff actually takes time to get to them. So if you need them in a pinch, then you may find yourself sort of like having the gun be not manned on time, especially because you don't have like direct control over them. Yep. There's another comment. There's another comment in the chat by Jather that I also want to address, because this is brought up a lot in our feedback, is that factories seem to be strategically more efficient than buildings in many ways. And I think if you're looking at it through if you're looking at it from the space of like, how do I optimize my output within a given tile space, then yes, that is true. And I think that something, it's in our FAQ, is that to address sort of the differences between device versus buildings more effectively, I think we need to wait until, as we go through early access, we implement systems that really that we can leverage to really create a differentiation between the two. So for example, currently the residential building is often seen as an inefficient way to store humans versus the habitat pods, and spatially that is true, but what the residential buildings provide that the habitat pods don't provide is pollution resistance. So if you're looking to pollute your city heavily but don't want to kill all your citizens off, you really should have upgraded residential buildings. And then in the future, when we actually implement our happiness system for the population, they'll prefer to live in residential buildings over devices. So the decision that you're making is, do I want to have a high population of really miserable people, or do I want to have like a lower population that's kind of more expensive to maintain, but at least they're happy?
Oh yeah, that's good. Man, this is this is so interesting. I've never this is the first time I've been playing this game legit. Like I'm so used to just being like, oh, I need more isotopes. I just like type in the command for it.
The dev cheat.
The dev cheat, because I need to get my shots that I need to get. So yeah, that's because I'm always used to like building the fuel turbines first, just to like get the power grid up so that it looks like a more advanced city. So that's probably why I built that fuel turbine. Yeah, but cheater. Yeah, not this time though. You're watching a non-cheating round, which is probably good.
So Sigma69 has another statement. He says, you want a red alert button to power on and power off your gun simultaneously. So in our design documents, I actually had a button or a feature called call to arms. And the idea was that you could assign certain jobs, like military jobs, would be categorized under call to arms. And so workers wouldn't actually just idle in the gun unless you told them to. And if you assign them as call to arms, then what you could do is you could say, I want a worker in this gun when I hit the call to arms button. And then that way you could have an easier way to sort of do the that min-maxing strategy you have, where you only operate them when you're under attack. Keep in mind that the risk still is there that you might have run into a situation where you don't have enough workers to actually man all your guns using call to arms, or they don't get there in time, or you find that by doing so you overdrew your power. So it's not something that everyone will want to use.
Oh, look at all this space! So spacious in here.
Yep, connecting buildings is awesome.
Yeah.
I really like. I have to connect my factories.
I need to build something to generate some more power. Now the question is, do I put this here, or do I just like put it in the corner and be nice to my citizens and have the humming generator away from the pods?
They don't mind for now.
They don't mind for now. Okay.
Yeah. That's something that I was considering eventually, is like sort of, this isn't something I'm committing to, but I did consider the possibility that like things could emit an area of sound that would affect people's happiness.
Oh.
Targaryen has a comment that I want to respond to, because this is also something I think comes up in the FAQ, or sorry, in the players a lot. Is there a downside to being over your limit for workers? For example, 6 out of 5. So currently there is not. But what our design goal for the game is to have situations where like you have unexpected failure states. So how many times does it happen when you guys have played the game where you accidentally like overdrew your power and then something shut off, and then now your habitat pods are off, so your people like left, or your monetization stations are off, so they left their jobs and they're no longer working. Those sort of like chain reactions are going to happen, and what would happen in this case is like you have your worker supply limit, right? Say you're 5 out of say you're like 5 out of 6 or 5 out of 5 or something like that, and your power overdrew, so then your supply limit drops to like 5 out of 4. When the game this is for one of the upcoming milestones, is when the game detects that you're sort of over your worker limit, your workers will actually start glitching out. So the idea is when you convert them, you install remote control devices in them, and that's why they kind of follow your orders obediently. And that operates on sort of like a remote control system. And if you're overburdening that remote control system, then they'll no longer sort of respond one-to-one to what you're saying. So they'll still work for you, just sort of inefficiently. And it's up to you to decide like how much of that buffer do you want, just in case, or if you want to like ride the line of being able to control them perfectly, or maybe you're okay with them glitching out occasionally.
Trying to decide where I should put my stacks. What do you think? What would you usually do at this point, Andy?
Let's.
Because I'm trying to get more people. Okay, there's more people, and I'm trying to convert people so I get more workers. Kind of my current goal.
Your credit income is really low, and you're gonna want to have credits for unlocking the turret.
Oh yes, right, which I need to do soon-ish. Yes.
Yeah, when people.
Oh, I'm running low on credits again. Or minerals. Citizen, most definitely. Yes, thank you.
Magnus Carter makes a good point too. A lot of devices and a lot of buildings shut down when you upgrade them. So a lot of people they jump into the upgrade because they want the benefit, not realizing that they're riding the line on balance every time, and it kind of like shuts down their whole economy. Yeah. If you do that at the wrong time, yeah, it can hurt you.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that in my limited playthroughs. Way to transport automatically resources from mine to a depot. I think
an upcoming milestone is a transportation milestone. If you own the game, there's a thumbnail in the bottom left corner, and Marlon made a video where it kind of like shows footage of upcoming features, including the transportation milestone, which is one of our first upcoming features. And so that'll allow you to build the roads that you see in the screenshots. They're like these underground roads that trucks can then travel from building to building. And right now, workers kind of have a very slow walk speed. So when you get to the mid game and you have to walk really far to gather stuff, it seems to take a while. But trucks will move much faster on the roads that you construct, and they're able to carry more than one resource at a time. So it'll be much more efficient to have roads throughout your city.
Yeah, I'm excited for that roads update for sure. Curious what I should do now. Should I be unlocking the defensive turret already? Like, how fast are these rebels going to come?
Well, when the rebels do decide to attack you, they have to construct their ship first, and the construction of the ship takes, depending on the difficulty, like 20 in-game minutes or so. So it gives you some time to react to it.
Okay, so there'll be a warning and stuff when.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the other thing you should keep in mind too is that the rebels become more efficient at constructing their ship over time. So like that buffer of 20 minutes is really only in the beginning, and then eventually it'll go down to like 2 or 3 years, and then eventually 0.
Yeah. So okay. So the thing is if I start building other things, then I'm going to be low on credits because every time I buy something, credits go up. So I'm thinking maybe I should get a command center and expand a bit so I can put my stacks a little bit further away from the center of town. I don't know if that's too much though. I might be able to get away with it if it's just like here.
Oh, you're talking about your smokestacks?
Yeah. Oh wait, this one. Oh no, wait. This one's good. Oh, I need to get 30 influence though. Yeah, I'm talking about my smokestacks, yeah. So I'm just calling them stacks right now. Where will you put the stacks? Yes, that's the question. I think I'm going to put it over here, because this is the furthest that my headquarters will go. So when I get enough, influence for that, then I'm going to put it over there. And this is looking pretty good with the amount of stuff is in it. I'll take that waste. I've got a fair amount of red artifacts right now. I think I'm gonna get the minerals and isotopes from this one.
Ben just brought up something that I want to talk about for people who are playing the game. Is that at 14 plus hours, he encountered a situation where his workers stopped working. They're in very small cases, in very small cases, I say like 20% of the time, it is a worker prioritization efficiency problem where they're just occupied doing something else, or the storage is full. But in many other cases, especially in the really, really long games, there's a bug that can occur where workers will stop working, and that's something that we're trying to track down right now. It's we're discovering now that like thousands of people are playing the game for way many more hours than we anticipated, that there are occurrences that our QA team and our development team were not able to find, because as you have said yourself, it took you 14 hours to get to this point, and we normally don't spend that much time playing like a single game. We kind of like rapidly iterate through it. So this information is all very helpful, and it helps us track the stuff down, so we're on top of it. One thing I wanted to do with the game was I didn't want to have like hard limitations strictly to prevent performance problems. So so for example, like StarCraft, there's a character limit of like a unit limit of 200 per race, and that's because if they let that be like 10,000, then some computers would just blow up. We have no limitation like that right now, which is just yesterday I saw someone post that they had 148 workers, which is way more than I've ever built, and I love that. I didn't want to say, okay, your cap is 40 because we don't want to worry about fixing what happens after 40, so we didn't do that. But as a result, it means that some really pro players like you guys are breaking the game like hardcore, and that's on us to try to fix for you.
That's awesome. That's cool. It's cool to see how people play the game for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And watching me play this game is probably frustrating for those who've been playing it for a while already.
Yeah, you're only at 2x speed, Marlon. Come on, get with the program. No, so what I love about it, the speed system that we have, is like, I'm kind of a rapid player too. Like I love real-time strategy like StarCraft and stuff. So I play on 3x, and I think a lot of players do. But when you watch the Twitch streams, there are a lot of people who play just at 1x because they want to engage with their audience and play like real chill, and I love that.
That's cool. I just realized I have to put a pylon here too if I'm going to put my stacks out there.
Wow, that's a new bug.
What is that?
Someone reported that they have 600 red artifacts, which is like kind of impossible to get. But they said that they found a bug. That's news to me. So we'll keep working on it. Thank you.
Pete says he needs a quarter speed. Come on, guys, get rid of that garbage in there. I need to build. I need to start making some pollution. This is what we're really here for on Titan, right? Burn some trash. Uh-oh. Also, my storage is full. So, let's build some more storage.
I want to take time to talk about Devinor. Devinor's question here about when ships become a thing in the game, what can you do with them? And because this is a really huge feature, and it's core to the design of Titan that I want to talk about, is right now, the combat that we have is very limited. You kind of just blow up the ship that comes at you. But what we aren't revealing yet is that ships will be driven by a simulation. So the ships themselves, the only way they can fly is because they run off of fuel that's consumed by an engine, and then on that ship you have a generator that it's localized to power its weapons, etc. And so when you can see the inside of these ships, what you can do is rather than blowing up them with a building in its entirety, you could build a single ship which has a precision laser, go encounter the enemy ship as it comes before it reaches your city, and then target its vulnerable points on its subsystems to disable it. So you could say, shoot its generator and suddenly it can't operate its weapons anymore, or you can blow up its engine and it can't move anymore, or you can kill the oxygen system and then the people that are operating the devices inside the ship suffocate and die.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool when that ship stuff starts coming in.
Yep, it's a huge alternative to the defense system that we have now, because there are some people who they would prefer not to have such a defense style gameplay, and the ship system will address that. It was working and at PAXs and TwitchCons last year. The reason why we haven't shipped with it is because it's such a large feature. Like, it contains multiple different new devices and subsystems that we needed to make sure that we launched it in a stable state and a polished state. And so if you could just so thank you for your patience as you wait for that. But you can kind of get glimpses of it on our Twitch VODs and our YouTube, where we play through those PAX demos and explain how that combat works.
Yeah, we've definitely played through all those demos. Check them out for sure. Do you think it's a bad idea to get the storage facility at this point? I'm just kind of running out of storage. That's gonna up my credits. It's gonna up my credit maximum though.
So I prefer storage via factories and containers, but it's up to you. Yeah. Jather ran into the storage bug in which he had -1 isotopes. This is also highest on our gameplay bug radar, and we're gonna be looking at fixing that too. So I'm sorry that happened to you. But we're getting a lot of help from the forums and Discord on how to track it down, because we have a lead on it thanks to our Discord user. So we're really hoping to get to that soon. Yeah,
so two of these large containers is the same amount as one of the buildings.
Yep. So there's one of the interesting conversations that we get is about containers specifically, is that you store more per tile with single containers than you do the larger objects, and there's actually a benefit to the larger objects. It's kind of nuanced though. It's you have to be able to reach the container in order to drop the resources off at it, and so having the larger container means that you have more area to actually deposit it. So you could block off like all sides of the large container and have more storage in the center.
It's so gross in here.
Clean up after yourself. Come on.
Antoine's like, clean up your room. Yeah, I know.
You told me that you saw once a guy who came out of conversion, threw up, and then cleaned up his own barf.
Make waste containers? Oh, I keep forgetting about those. Okay, yeah, you're right. Should I just put them like right next to the, like, here? I'm gonna put them right next to the habitat pods. Guys, clean up your stuff.
RYLND, RYLND. I want to bring up this issue too. So he's experiencing a frame rate drop bug where just out of nowhere the game drops to like 5 FPS and it gets really choppy. We're aware of this bug, and I think last I checked we have a lead on it too, and I think we've already addressed a couple instances that caused it. So I think with just a little bit more time, we'll be able to track that down and fix it. But that's another big issue that we're aware of. Fortunately for that one specifically, you can save and reload it, and then it'll fix it. It's just there's a memory problem that causes it to run out of memory fast. So if you restart your game, it'll fix that for now.
We are planning on doing kind of like there's a lot of like prioritization stuff that we're planning on doing. So like, for example, like I just want them to like just focus on this one garbage thing here so that I can get rid of it just for a second. So I think that was in the plans to like do more prioritization stuff.
Yeah,
Should be cool.
specifically, there's that worker list on the left, and there's like categories on it. We want to be able to add it where you can expand a subcategory, or sorry, a category into smaller categories. So we have
This one.
yeah, exactly. You have like move resources, expand it, and then it'll break it down to isotopes and minerals, and then within that you can choose which resources to go first.
Yeah.
Similarly, like construction, you can expand it and it'll show you a list of the buildings, and you're like, well, I always want my factories built before my power generators or whatever. So that's
Yeah.
one thing.
That would be that'd be really awesome. And plus some minimum workers too, right? So you can always have.
Oh yeah, minimum workers.
So you can always have like 5 guys on cleanup duty.
Yes, yeah. That's a new. Someone reported a new bug to me.
Oh.
Zooming out when a rebel attack starts will crash the game. That's a new one. Yeah.
Oh, I can convert somebody here. You guys are just standing around.
For anybody who experiences crashes, can you please hit the send button on the window that pops up? That send button sends exactly where in the game it crashes to us directly. And that's how we've been fixing all the crashes so far. So it's been real helpful.
It's receptacles. Hey guys, putting trash containers right next to all the things, so use them. Well, that's why they're not cleaning up all my trash, is because I don't have a place to put them right now. I see why somebody in chat was telling me to deal with trash first. It all is coming together.
Someone asked about how do I dismantle containers with stuff in it, especially like waste containers. Well, so the general answer for now is there's filters on the regular containers, and you can vacate the contents by unchecking those filters, and then once it's vacated, you can dismantle it. In the long term, we have a solution for dismantling containers where when you can dismantle a container even if it has stuff in it, and basically it'll create a stack of resources of all those contents that then become a high priority task to redistribute. So that way you can dismantle stuff. You can dismantle containers with stuff in it.
All right. Oh, these are out of my range. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to build a command center soon. Yeah, people are telling me to clean up my trash.
Are you burning it?
Not yet, as I want to put it over here, and they haven't had time to clean up the trash over here. But there's enough waste receptacles now. I'm putting them like right next to all the things. Like one would do in an office or something. This is, I'm trying to get to that 1-to-1 scale of the BYG offices here. We have a giant energy generator in the corner of the room. Some conversion capsules, regular day of work.
Yeah. Can you add a repair all button? We have a solution for something like that coming down the pipe. The first thing that we're going to attempt is an auto repair. So rather than just repair manually, it's a toggle, meaning if it's damaged, create a repair task. If it's not damaged, or if it's off, then don't do anything. So it's a toggle instead.
Yeah, that'd be handy. Yeah.
Another question that we got is when can we expect more combat? So like if you've watched the PAX demo or played the PAX version, or we have some videos online, you'll see that the combat simulation is like a whole level of simulation inside of the game, outside of what we currently have, which is it needs a lot of like testing and work and polish before we can release it. So it's the good news is that we've had it functioning for over a year now. So it has its progress is in a state, or its progress is in production, or however you want to say it. So it'll just be a matter of time. The estimation I can't say right now because we want to first get transportation out there, which is also in various states of production as well. So once we'll get transportation, then we'll move straight on to combat. But it's listed in our roadmap.
Oh yeah, we're looking much cleaner here. Except, all my waste receptacles are getting filled. However, I am building a smokestack, which will be done soon. So that'll be nice to start making some pollution. The real the true commodity of Titan. Pollution.
Dutchman says that he's noticed in some of his games that he cannot upgrade a building that's being damaged. You can upgrade buildings that have been damaged, but if your building is being attacked, you can't upgrade it. That's something that we're looking to address in the future, though.
All right, we'll stay. Now the true way for pollution is mining. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. I think in 5 minutes we're gonna do our first little giveaway here.
Oh, nice.
So stick around for that.
Jather asks, "What's our favorite resource? Minerals, isotopes, influence, artifacts, or waste?" I guess you forgot waste. There's gonna be I want to add more types of resources too. There's a fun one. I don't want to spoil too much, but I want to add more fun resources too. Targaryen asks, "What are the locks in your artifacts?" So the original vision for what artifacts were is that there's various different types of alien technologies on the surface of Titan. Right now, we've allowed only for one generic one. It's like the generic artifacts. But what we plan on doing is adding more types of that.
Somebody yelled, "No spoilers!"
How do I know the difference between spoiling something versus answering a question? Like you chat, tell me, how much do you want to know, chat? I can modify what I tell you.
Whoa, 40, that's expensive. Okay, now I'm getting some burning some trash, so that's good. I guess the next thing is to start expanding, right? Is that the next thing?
What's your command area looking like?
Pretty small.
Yeah, and you have your turret?
I don't have a turret yet. Should I get a turret
Okay.
up? I can get a turret up. I could do it.
It's good to have it up ahead of time. I've seen people try to respond with the turret, and it never really works out perfectly.
If I put it somewhere like here, because I need to like protect now that I built my base out here.
You also increase your range as you upgrade the turret.
Oh, okay. So if I do here and I upgrade it once, that might do the trick. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Does it have power in that spot?
Nope.
Oops.
Oops.
You can upgrade your pylon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade a pylon, but I need to find. Oh, also I'm not gonna have enough power.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Maybe I should start it with energy plant. Cancel it. Should I cancel this?
You can if you want to.
I think I like the placement. I think I'm gonna put it there anyway. Oh, but I need. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I do need to make sure I have power first. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. Oh, I have enough minerals. Okay. Time to survey everything else around here. Why I haven't done that yet, I don't know. The energy line indicator is misleading. Yeah.
There are some false positives with the energy line, and
interesting.
we're gonna look into fixing those as well.
Getting close to the giveaway time here. Since this pylon is less critical than this other one, it's not powering anything, I think I can upgrade this one, and that will be fine. Need 2 isotopes, I got lots, so let's upgrade that. I can handle not burning off some waste for a little bit. Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. All right.
Is
We
it
do
giveaway time?
I think it's giveaway time. I'm gonna pause the game here, and then let's move on over to. It's time for the giveaway, everybody. It's time to get into that conversion chamber. It's time to get in. Type exclamation convert.
Oh my god.
Look at all these conversions. Don't worry, everybody. It's all voluntary conversions.
It is a voluntary procedure.
And the GIF is working on the stream, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, so this is a giveaway for one key for the Epic Game Store on early access. And this is just a BYG thing. You know, Twitch doesn't have anything to do with it, or Epic. It's just our own thing. So yeah, I think it's gonna be open for 10 minutes, I believe.
The GIF has like an army of people just vacuuming up the vomit.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, wait. Our community manager said set it to convert, not exclamation convert. Oops, that's our bad.
Oh,
Oops. Okay, maybe try everybody who just put in exclamation convert. Maybe just try typing a normal convert, and then we'll
again.
Convert again. Sorry about that.
Just keep on converting.
Keep on converting. Okay, so this is going to be open for 10 minutes, I believe, and then our community manager will close it, and then we'll do a random draw for all the people who typed in convert. cleaning. There's so much puke on the floor of this factory right now. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go back to the game, and then we'll see. And then when the announcement happens, then we'll see who wins. And keep your direct messages open for whoever wins, so that they can get the key. Thanks very much. And we'll do another one of these at the end of the stream at like 3 o'clock. So stay tuned. All right, let's jump back into the game. Here we go. Thanks everybody for playing the conversion game. Oh man, I got an eyelash. Oh, bad eyelash.
Oh no.
Oh, that's really in there. I might have to take a break for a second.
Yeah, you go rinse it out.
I'm gonna unpause the game, and then I'll. Oh my goodness, that is a nasty one. Be right back.
Yeah, we got. See, we didn't force you to type the convert word, so it is definitely voluntary. So any other questions? Are we all still converting?
Oh.
Convert too much and you become a dev.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I think I got rid of the eyelash. Don't worry, everybody. I washed my hands thoroughly before touching my face.
For 20 seconds. Yeah.
For 20 seconds.
Yes.
I learned that you can sing the chorus to the song "Teenage Dirtbag," and that's 20 seconds. There's other songs that you can sing too, but. Make sure when you're typing in convert for the thing, it's like I think it's just the word convert. You might want to try convert and exclamation convert. Sorry for the confusion. We'll get it right for the next one. I'm just gonna make sure the next one is it.
I'm seeing a lot of coverts.
Coverts? Oh, it should be
Yeah.
convert.
Convert, yes.
Oh, look at all this sweet pollution that we're making over here.
Yeah, do you have the pollution overlay so we can see how...
Yeah.
Oh, are you burning anything? Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
I'm burning some trash.
Yep.
Get rid of some of that garbage. Okay. Oh yeah, so it is normal convert. It's not exclamation convert, as Moobot has clarified. Thank you, Moobot. Okay, what are we doing here? We are getting some more people. I have room for 4 more people, and oh yes, I was going to build a energy plant, and I think the space is covered now. Yes, so I'm going to build that defense turret. Oh, look at that! It feels good. Feels good to build that. Will there be a positive use for pollution?
That is getting into future stuff. Do you want to talk about that?
Spoilers?
I mean, I don't know if it's As the spoilers, do you want to be surprised?
I think that stuff. I personally, I think that holding that stuff back for surprises is more exciting.
Okay. Yeah, let's hold it back.
There's definitely going to be a lot of other future stuff for sure.
What I will say is that in the tutorial, it notes that fuel sort of like teleports instantaneously right now. It's not driven by any system. And also, as you know, like it pulls it out of the air, and that's not driven by any system either. That's something that I want to address. We can make it. We're going to make it so that when it does pull it out of the air, it's actually pulling something out of the air, and that something is something that you'll have to manage.
Oh, the Libero. Make sure you have a lowercase c for that convert there, just in case. Okay, so now we're building some turrets, so we get ready for those rebel attacks. I think next up I'm going to try to... Oh, I just realized... Wait, can you claim stuff on the other side of the... I guess as long as it's in your command radius, you can claim stuff on the other side of lakes, huh?
Stormtrooper says that he found a bug where relics are increasing exponentially. Got to 2,500 relics. Artifacts. That's the second time I heard in this chat that someone had a bug like that. It's the first time until today I've heard of that bug. So now it's on our it's not on my radar. So we'll take a look at that. That's very odd. Sorry about that. I wonder if it's a newer one.
Kind of want this ruin. Oh, that's so expensive. Look at this ruin, Andy. Look at this ruin. It's garbage.
It's garbage. Well, you can destroy it, fortunately.
It's a lot of it. I got lots of influence. Yeah, I'll just destroy it. I want to build a command post there.
That's a level 3 ruin that just had garbage in it.
Who designed this game?
I think the chances of that rolling are like less than 1%.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's kind of annoying because I wanted to build right there, but it's fine. I got lots of influence, so I'm not doing too bad here. Oh, I need a person. So this thing should have fuel. Oh, is that it? It says no fuel. What?
Don't have enough fuel.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, there is a bug right now with the warning flags. So you know how the warning flags tell you if you eat this, you need a person, or you need fuel, or there's too much waste. Sometimes one warning flag triggers other ones. So it'll say that you have 2 problems when you really only have 1, and that's something that we need to clean up.
Oh, they're closing the giveaway in 1 minute. Type in convert if you haven't yet.
Convert everybody. We are supposed to get rid of 5 rebel camps. Took me nearly 19 hours of gameplay to find the first. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get to finding a rebel camp during the stream. We'll see. Yeah.
I'm gonna expand out here and see if you can find something out here.
We have people who beat the game in like 14 hours or so. So
whoa.
I think it's definitely very variable.
I have a lot of artifacts. Sure. Now that I'm dealing with some waste, I have so much waste. Oops.
And the capsule is closed. You can no longer convert.
Oh, sorry, Mushter. You'll have to get back in for the one at 3 o'clock. 14-hour stream confirmed. All right, looks looks like we'll be here for a while, everybody. No, just kidding. we gotta actually work on the game. Got other things to do. Who won? Oh, Nash Faniful? Is that what it is? Nash Faniful 13. Congratulations.
Congrats. Someone says, who is your guy for the in-game music, and is he composing more music for your game? He's a genius.
That'd be Danny B. He's in the chat right now, I believe. And yes, he has done lots of amazing music. He did music for Cadence of Hyrule, Necrodancer, Super Meat Boy, all kinds of awesome games.
128 people who converted their life and converted and ruined their life for nothing. you get to work.
Titan.
You get to work for us now. It's not nothing. You get to work forever,
that's right.
without the need or sleep or anything.
Got converted, and all you got was this lousy T-shirt. Hey, it is a bio-enhanced T-shirt. You got some special powers now, like not having to sleep.
That's a really good shirt idea, though. I like that.
All right, gonna expand, get this command center going. Maybe start expanding. I was thinking of tearing down this. Once this command center is up, I'm going to tear down this giant ruin. Hopefully it's not just all garbage like the other one was. I'm going to like connect a smokestack because I got a lot of garbage to burn off here. How's everybody doing in these the factories down here? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of garbage. Need more. Ugh, humans are gross.
Yes, they are. Someone says, is your rendering engine for the voxel in-house? Care to elaborate? Sir Karma is in the chat. He might be able to answer that.
Yeah, I believe he uses Magic of Voxel, and then we'll put that into Unreal. But yeah, he probably has more details on that. Nash Faniful, you won! Congrats. Yes, Nick, thank you for the link. There is a Fangamer t-shirt for an Industry of Titan if you're interested. Please follow that link.
Yeah. Yes.
It's actually a really sweet shirt, and you get an awesome Industry of Titan sticker with it as well. Which is cool. All right, we're gonna put somebody in there. Oh, I keep forgetting to get my every time I've opened this window, there hasn't been anything available. It's just my bad luck. Oh wait, and you can like look at the little blue bar there, I guess too.
It tells you how many ships are docked.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Danny asked Antoine, what is his favorite kind of voxel? Beveled ones, right? Beveled voxels.
He's tried other voxels, but he just keeps coming back to those beveled voxels. Someone asked, is there a way to mass survey ruins? And this is actually something that we're aware of, is like kind of becomes annoying after a while. Because we're a 64 by 64 map, so that's 4,096 tiles. So to click each individual one can be pretty annoying. We have a design in the docs, in the docket, or what in the books? I don't know.
In the wings.
Yeah, we have a design for this planned. But it's a bit of a change in how you interact with tiles, and so I'm not going to commit to it yet until we test it out. But we're aware of it.
Now look at this. Look at this level 3. That's a freebie right there.
Oh yeah.
That's sweet.
That is
that one.
Compensation for the previous critical fail.
Ooh. Oh, I might need the artifact for that one. Yes. Nintendo 64 minerals. Yeah. Nintendo 64. Yeah, Antoine says the voxels are in-game in Unreal Engine. It's 3D meshes, though, not real voxels. Yeah. Converted, I think. When are you going to get attacked? I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah, this is weird. You should be...
I am at 2x speed as well.
You should have been attacked by now. I got a bug report that like sometimes the attack behavior is not occurring when it should be.
Oh, I'm gonna upgrade this. I think I got time. Just wait. This is when they're gonna come attack. As while I'm upgrading my turret.
It could be that. Yeah, that's weird though. But by now especially, you should have plenty.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I'm going to build more of these. Oh, I got one. Seem to be doing fine for storage. Oh, this is only trash. Okay. Seem to be doing okay though for that. Let's minimize the race screen above rebel camps. Oh, that's the tutorial. I just skipped it because we were talking too much, and I was kind of playing past it anyway. But yeah, if you play the game, definitely use the tutorial. It's very helpful.
The tutorial, in response to a question on Twitch in the chat, the tutorial doesn't gate your progress on getting attacked in any way. So it shouldn't, yeah. So if you're really bad at the tutorial, you actually can get attacked before the tutorial tells you how to defend yourself against rebels.
Oh.
But you should really follow the tutorial.
Yes. Very good.
Marlon seems to know exactly what he's doing, though.
Ooh. Yeah, don't play at 3x speed, Nick says. Okay, we'll try that. But in the meantime, I should probably expand my, I'm gonna go look for some rebels as well. Wait, if I upgrade this command center, is it gonna shut other things down?
It'll disable the devices inside of it. So if you're depending on generators and fabricators inside of it, then those will go offline.
Inside? Can you build inside command center? No, you can't. Or you mean
sorry, I thought you meant HQ. Yeah,
no.
It'll shut down the
like these
vision.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it won't shut down the command radius, but it'll shut down the vision.
Okay, I'm gonna upgrade this one. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh, I was like, I'm gonna start claiming this stuff, but I realized that I'm upgrading my command center right now. Could have put your factory near your HQ. Civilians protect from pollution. Oh. Yeah. Yes. It's not so bad here. Not so bad. I think I'm doing okay.
Someone asks if we will see the characters from the tutorial more in the future. Yes.
Oh yeah. Got lots of good stuff. Got lots of good stuff with the characters. What we got for our command radius now. 65-25. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, that's a freebie. Okay, I'm gonna need to start getting some. Back at 72. Um. 22 minutes till your first fight. Oh, there it is. Okay, next enemy attack. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm ready. We got a nice big radius on my turret here, so it'd be good to go. Need more guns. Yeah, once I start expanding out this way, I'm gonna put more guns up here. What are we doing for power? Okay, we're doing okay. Doing okay. I am going to make another smokestack and combine those two. What are these guys working on? Oh, they're probably... Oh yeah, they are working on waste really hard right now. One gun can handle the first attack, but not after that. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Maltavius. Is level 3 always going to be the max upgrade level? I think that's a question for...
I think that is something that we'll talk about more in the future.
Where do I see how many artifacts I have? Oh, I have 2. Should I start building some residential and stuff? I think I should start doing. The only thing is, I'm only going to be able to afford one of those.
You shouldn't lose the first attack with only one gun. The one gun handles the first attack quite well. I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm gonna build a couple more, a little more of our ad farm there.
Yeah, your employee count is really low for the
for the time of play.
well, the distances that they have to walk.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's see here. We'll build another conversion capsule. Okay, look at that. And then that should link up, right? What's that? Phantom Brigade early access when? Yes, we have lots of BOG devs in the chat right now. All right, 13 minutes till Rebel time. And we're gonna connect.
Oh, you're gonna connect them?
Gonna connect
All right.
these. Yeah, you know, just for kicks. Plus, I like how these two wide stacks look. I need more of these. Why haven't I been claiming these? Whoa, those are expensive.
Oh, you probably need monument. So at this point too, your desire to claim is going to increase.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can just
you
build
need
this
a-
anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Minus-
It needs power.
Ooh,
Check it.
I'm gonna need more power.
Yeah, check its power requirement. It should be pretty high.
It's 8, yeah. So I'm gonna need more
Yeah.
power. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more minerals so I can build another power plant. Oh, but then I need to build another fuel station. Wait until after the attack. Okay. Coral, yes, you have missed who won the conversion ticket, yeah. But there will be another one in about 40 minutes. Yeah, Nash Fenful 13 one. Oh, did I just... Uh-oh. My bad. I think I overreached my power here. Oh, this is where it starts to get tricky, isn't it? Because if I make a new power station, then I need more fuel, but then I need more fuel in order to get more... Oh, upgrade the power fast. Fuel first. So if I upgrade this fuel, is it going to shut everything down?
Yes.
Okay, what if I build a second fuel turbine and then upgrade the other one? How's that sound?
Sure. I probably should have told you before though that fuel devices have generally lower HP than other buildings, and
Cool.
they explode in collateral damage at higher, like almost twice the damage rate.
Okay.
So if it does get blown up by a rebel, because the fuel is flammable, your HQ and your factory are going to take a lot of collateral damage.
Dang. Okay.
So if you make a connected version, it's basically a bigger bomb.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna make. What if I make a giant fuel fabric? How much does this give me? Give me 5. This might be enough to power the next station. For now, let's do that. I'm gonna do that and then build a power station, and that should give me enough power to power the stacks and large.
And I don't know
large.
I don't know if other players have noticed this too, but when ships are blown up in the air, the debris that falls down also causes collateral damage on your buildings.
Yes.
So you can get situations where you get chain reactions where like the collateral damage from the ship blows up the building, and then the building's collateral damage blows up your adjacent buildings. So, and the bigger the ship, the more damage it'll do too, because it has more debris that comes off of it.
Love that.
Explosions also generate pollution.
And what do we got here? Okay, we got the new one. All right, build a new power plant next to the other one. And then that should give us enough energy. Space management needs more work, yeah. Yeah, I didn't really, I was just kind of flying by my seat of my pants here. Didn't do too much thinking about it before.
1 minute. 1 minute till rebel attack.
1 minute till rebels. Klaxon's on. So my base is one big bomb, yeah. Isn't that great? Antoine's wondering if we're wearing pants.
Yes.
I can
I
say
specifically did because I knew chat would answer this or ask this, so I specifically did.
Well, you saw me leave before to get an eyelash out. You may have
That's true.
caught a glimpse of what was going on down there. It's pants. Don't worry. Don't worry. Spoiler alert.
It's pants.
Oh, here it comes.
All right, there it is.
Okay,
Slow
slow down.
All right.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's already got.
Oh.
You already took some shots at it.
Yep.
It's targeting your HQ. Okay. So the first ship is really weak. So I'm surprised when some people lose to the first wave.
Well, I might not have. If I hadn't built my turret right away.
Right. In some cases, you can build a turret in response to it, but the turret takes a long time to build.
Yeah. Not a good idea.
The only raider, ships actually operate in vector space. They don't operate in
In grid space?
Grid space, yeah.
And he's over nothing. Oh, he did take out.
Oh wow! Look at your. Okay.
Oh, he damaged my fuel turbine a little bit. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. Oops.
Galen, you're on the money there. We actually do have battle music already, just not hooked up to combat yet, and I think that'll be something that will happen shortly. So when an attack happens, the combat music will trigger.
Oh, I gotta turn up the music a little bit. Sorry, it was so low. We were trying to figure out the good balance for it here. Oh, the music's so good. Okay, let's convert some more workers. Maybe let's get a couple more people. Oh no. All right, what do we got here? What do we got?
Fruna11 asks, can you upgrade buildings before placement? Or I think in other words, can you build directly to a level 2, level 3? Currently, we don't have that, and it's not really on our priorities right now compared to adding the other buildings that we're missing.
Oh, hear that. Oh, that guy's repairing. Good. Good. I can't wait till we can name things after like Twitch chat and stuff. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I want to name buildings, name ships, name workers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if we could get it so that it like pulls the chat.
Yeah. Pull your name.
Cool.
I know that is possible. So that'd be a lot of fun. Especially, or it'd be fun if like every rebel ship that generated had the name of a Twitch person. We like see, because we have a guy in our Twitch named the Only Raider.
Oh yeah, nice. There he is.
Do turrets have some kind of prestige for killing enemy ships? No, they don't. That's actually not something I considered. But what I did consider was it'd be nice if you could track a kill counter on it, so you could at least just see how many ships this one turret blew up. But that's kind of like bells and whistles stuff. So we haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah. All right, guys, we've been holding back on all the trash because I ran out of power, but got this connected smokestack now. Should be able to do it. Get to work. Thanks for joining, Adelaide. Take it easy. Reason people die on the first ship, Archer says, is that if you play at 3x speed, the first ship will show up well before you get to the turrets. Yeah.
The most of the things that factor into the AI that chooses when to attack you are not based on playtime. So in theory, if you're playing at 3x but playing very slowly, you technically shouldn't get attacked.
Oh, right. This isn't.
If you the game mode in which difficulty is based on playtime is survival, and in that one, it's very strictly just the longer the game goes, the harder the enemies get.
Yeah.
So Nash asks, he watches a lot of Ryan Clark's videos on YouTube. Was he involved in the project in some respect? Yes, absolutely. Ryan started the design of Titan before I came onto the project. He worked on the prototype with another program that we have named Oliver. Oliver was the project lead on Cadence of Hyrule. So they worked for a few months on a 2D prototype, and then when I came onto the project, the prototype was handed off to me to oversee it to a 3D game. And I also talk with Ryan regularly about design stuff in general.
What do you think? What is the most important one out of these three? Residential, office, or conversion center?
If your goal is to continue to pollute the air like that, then the residential building will offer you pollution resistance.
Oh yeah, that's right. Right.
But your worker count is very low.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to get my worker count up for sure. So I guess I could just do conversion centers.
Someone asks, is there an upper limit of difficulty in survival mode? I believe the upper limit is 35 level 3 ships. Level 3 ships with... Oh, so just to explain, there's 3 levels of enemy ships, and then within each level there's 3 variants, and we're looking to add more variants already. But the 3 variants determines its speed and HP value and its collateral damage value. And then within that ship, it randomly generates its weapon array. So it can have anywhere between 1 and 4 weapons, of which we currently have 2 weapons, and we're looking to add more in the future. So it could either have a laser, which attacks quickly but does low damage, or a Gatling gun, which does attacks slower but does more building damage. So in theory, you can spawn 35 level 3 ships that have the most HP of the level 3s that have four level 3 Gatling guns. Oh yeah, each weapon has a level 1, 2, and 3 variant. So yeah, I think you would pretty much die. Because the level 3 Gatling gun is like 4 times more damage than the weakest laser, which was the laser you see on the first wave. And that's one of them. So if you have 4 of those on one ship, and then you have 35 of those ships.
Oh, I guess one thing about I was trying to expand out here. But then theoretically the rebels could just go attack those things, right?
Yes.
Maybe I didn't think my strategy through a little too much here. Yeah, okay, I'm surveying. Why aren't these guys doing anything here?
I should probably add this in the FAQ. Will there be mod support? Mods are something that, like, as a company, we fundamentally like the idea of and support. I think even Necrodancer supports mods, and the games that I've made in the past do as well. So I love the communities around modding and whatnot. One of the things that's hard about mod support right now is, like, we haven't even finished the game yet, and mod support is actually a pretty big implementation cost. I think when we do get to cross that bridge, we'll be rolling it out slowly. So the easiest thing to do would be to say, like, you can just swap the asset on the building. So if you wanted your pylon to look like a modded version from someone else's voxel art file, like, we could have you swap the asset. But then other mods, and then also mods like with balance and stuff, like you can make your own customize your own variables and stuff. Those would be easy too. But so it's more of a matter of, like, the range of mods that we want to support. and when.
Must construct additional pylons. Yes.
Yep, there's a lot of StarCraft influence on the game.
Yeah.
A lot of StarCraft influence.
Aside from the not micromanaging your workers thing.
Right. I mean, we have minerals. We have minerals and it's a blue mineral and a green resource that's rare.
It's
a lot of the.
It's just influenced by it. It's fine. Utopia vibes. Oh yeah, yes. I heard a lot of people say Utopia. Man, that was a long time ago. I love that. I love that one where you could see the isotope like through the buildings, or not isotope, isometric view, and you can like see the cutaway from the buildings in that game. It's a good one.
I haven't played Utopia.
It's pretty old.
I'm not that much younger than you though, Marlon.
That's
I had
true.
a Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Strangely, I'm like the oldest person in BYG, although you wouldn't know it if you saw it.
No, you're not. Right.
I'm almost the oldest person. Ryan is definitely older.
Yeah, Ryan is the eldest.
Yeah.
Senior. Someone asked, overlay custom music idea. Boxes on this. The jukebox on the roadmap is actually for you to, of the tracks that we're gonna have in the game, and we're gonna add more as time goes on. You can like pick and choose which ones you want to be on the shuffle list, or you can choose to loop them. It's like that's inspired by Command and Conquer, because in Command and Conquer you had like Hell March and all that. You could just like choose which ones you want to play.
Hey, whoa, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mad money.
No nodes though. Oh, there's a node. Oh, here we go. I'm for some mining. How close do I need to be to start mining this thing? Yes, I want to do that. Okay, I can do it from there. Guys, gotta just clean up that trash, and then we can start.
So someone asked a really important question, which is, as the city building, as you sort of end up playing more in the city view than you did in the interior view, the interior building aspect of the game seems to fall off. Do you have plans for doing something to make it more interesting in the mid and late game? And the hint on that one is actually in the name. So the factory is actually not being used as a factory in any way currently, right? It's just mostly just an interior build space. So in the original vision of the game, and we is that there's sort of like a production line aspect, like a manufacturing industrial aspect of the game, and that's why it's called Industries of Titan. And we want to use factories to support that theme more as a way to play. So we're talking about things like devices that process resources, combine them to craft different resources, and conveyor belts and automation. Those are all things that we want to get. But just like combat, it almost is like a meta layer within a game that already exists. Because people compare our combat to like FTL, which is a separate game in and of itself. And so like these features, they'll take time, playtesting, iteration, polish, and so we want to kind of tackle it slowly. But that is the intention of the factory gameplay.
Yeah, that's going to change things a lot.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting on these guys to clean up this pollution because you can't build on squares. Oh no!
Oh no!
That was our first crash. I played for a long time without that.
Oh no!
I sent it.
We did say this is not a build that's on Epic. It's our current internal build that we're testing the latest bug fixes on, and in most cases, fixing bug fixes can create new opportunities for bugs that we haven't seen before.
Yeah. Yes, it will happen. It is early access. Oh, I'm very happy with how that logo turned out.
It's very, very good.
Okay, cool. So, Twitch chat scientific, here we go.
Archer, for everyone
wait,
who's
what? Whoa, wait, hold on a second here. I'm
oh,
getting
that's just a generic warning.
Oh, it's just, I see. It's just asking if it is, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So for those of you who are experiencing high amounts of crashes, there's a couple circumstances that can cause this. Or one, I encourage you to play on the experimental branch where we're pushing our hotfixes rapidly and then slowly deploying it to our main branch. But there's a couple things you want to consider. Whenever you're loading an old version with a different version, you multiply your chances of crash bugs by a ton, like significantly more. So if you're running into multiple crashes on the same save, you may be in a state where you're in a crashy save, and unfortunately means you have to start over.
Yeah, hopefully that's not where we're at right now.
What I've seen work on other people's streams is they move down one save level every time until it does work, because what is technically happening is there's a moment in time in which you've triggered a crash, but the crash doesn't actually occur till minutes later because of the way the simulation works. So you need to roll back your play every step until you get to the save that doesn't actually have triggered that. And the hope is that when we actually get the game to be completely stable, when you start a new game, you just won't end up with these situations anymore.
Pollution that your smokestack generates in your mining building generates stacks. Uh-oh. Is that going to be bad?
Do you have any residential people near it?
No, they're down here.
Oh, yeah. I think you're fine.
I think I'm fine.
What's your overlay look like?
Oh, look at that! Oh, it's good to go. People are breathing clean, Titan air. Fresh. What do you imagine? Wait, what do you imagine it smells like on Titan? 'Cause it's like methane lakes, right?
Yeah.
I imagine it's supposed to smell great.
I've been told that methane, like CH4 in and of itself, has no native odor, but it's because where CH4 normally is located organically, it causes it to pick up particles that then apply an odor to it in the real world.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and that's why it smells.
So you're saying that there's none of those particles to pick up on Titan?
Yeah.
Totally fresh.
Yep. None of the poo particles.
Were you all full-time working on the game? I believe there's 6 core team members who are working full-time on the game, and then there's kind of us on a team production team. Like, I do the video stuff, but I do the video stuff for all the games that we do, so I'm not working full-time on this game. I'm switching between a bunch of different ones.
But all the sweet cutscenes that that are in the game are yours.
Yeah, so I do in-game stuff as well as like trailers and stuff like that, which is fun. It's really fun being able to work on a game.
Archer, to get on the experimental branch, if you go into your games library on the Epic browser, there will be 2 thumbnails. One will say Industries of Titan, and the other will say Industries of Titan Experimental. Just install the experimental version, and it'll still use the same saves that you have.
What? Where's all my guys? What happened?
What guys? Your worker guys?
They're all standing around.
Are you full on something? What are you trying to? What task?
Yeah, what do
You're
I got
crazy
here?
full on stuff though.
Oh, clean up waste. You guys should be clean up waste. Come on.
Oh, you're full, and your one container doesn't allow for waste.
Oh, it doesn't allow for waste. I see.
Yeah, that's why.
But they should be putting stuff in the stacks though.
But maybe the stack is burning. The stack doesn't have the fastest burn rate.
Oh, okay.
It's only burning like 1 every 3 seconds, so it's only going to make a job every few seconds.
But there's like nothing happening here.
Oh, huh.
Mm.
I wonder if it's not recognized. Interesting. Can you? Well, try upgrading it and see if that fixes it.
This one?
Or yeah. Or build like another storage, a waste receptacle or something.
Oh, I'm gonna have to upgrade something. Maybe I'll upgrade my factory and yeah, maybe we'll do that.
Let's see.
They were all inside the factory when it upgraded, so. Floors are just free waste storage. Yeah, exactly. Just leave it on the floor. Oh yeah, I love this factory model that Antoine made. It's great. Yeah, getting that extra floor here. It's gonna be all storage all the time. Oh, now they got stuff to do. Look at that. Here we go. Probably not the most efficient way. Then they have to like climb up there. Is there a way? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Is there a way to zoom in the second floor directly? It's something I've been contemplating. One possibility is like the enter button says the number that it's going to go into next to it, and you can like increment or decrement that number. So, it's definitely something that like we want to do to improve the quality of life, but we're still focused on a bunch of other quality of life stuff. I think one of the biggest quality of life things that's on our radar right now is to display power on the top UI bar in some way. And I have a design for that I'm hoping we can get through.
One thing I noticed that sometimes this happens is that they instantly burn trash in here. They're doing it now. Do you notice that? They're like delivering it and they just instantly burn it.
Huh. And that widget's not really updating correctly either.
Because you can see the smoke like puff, like poof, 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 and then it just disappears.
It's not actually doing the time to burn it.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a load. I wonder if it's a load bug. It's really weird.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, that happened to me after loading a game. Yeah.
Clip it.
Yeah.
Clip it.
Alexa's in the chat. She's like, "Oh, interesting."
Yeah. that burn. It immediately zaps that waste. It normally takes 6 seconds or something to burn it.
Yeah.
Patchy perfect.
Lucky Luke making some streams and posting on YouTube. Awesome. After load only is a suspicion. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Well, we did load. Yeah.
We did,
sure.
but I think it happened to me in a different version of the game.
Yeah, because of that bug, you went from like 108 waste to 13.
Yeah, like super fast.
It's supposed to be way longer than that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm making. Look at all this money I'm making. I could start building all kinds of stuff. Ooh, but what do I want to build? What do I want? I want to build my mine over here, but these guys aren't getting to the.
Will there be subterranean tunnels similar to how you can get into buildings? There are subterranean roads that will be in the transportation milestone coming up next.
Build the mine right. We'll just do that. Right next to the spaceport. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Oh. Construct more pylons. What did they say? I got the cash for that.
The worker idle bug is something that we're on top of. We would definitely. It's one of the highest bugs that we want to fix right now. I'm sorry that it's happening. I'm not sure if we have a lead on it yet. I think we might.
Looks like the factory's the smokestack's working properly again.
What?
Yeah, maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe there's a.
Huh. Was it like a 3? Was it like a 3x thing? Like.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember.
Nope.
I don't remember if I did that or not. Pixels later. Is there even air on Titan? Not when not after we're done with it. Just kidding.
they have breathing masks.
Yeah.
What others? So someone asks, interesting. What other skills will improve your? What other games will improve your skills at this game? Yeah, FTL for the combat. StarCraft Factorio. I think like a lot of inspiration is drawn from Stellaris, and they actually don't have that much overlap. But it's more about like in Stellaris you're kind of balancing a lot of systems that exist in UI, and like you have to kind of maintain your knowledge of those things. And so in some ways that is helpful. And if once we add like the more systems and stuff, I think RimWorld will be very helpful too. Because you know, when you have to start balancing like the happiness of the citizens, etc.
Oh, where are my dudes again? Did I do the same thing? Oh no, they're working. It is not fun to live here. Oh, and these ones don't have power? What? This is overlapping, right? Yeah. Why doesn't... Am I running out of power? It says I'm only using 40. How much do these guys use? 1.
Can you toggle it on and off? Toggle one of those on and off.
Oh, there we go.
Weird. Okay. Until we iron out those things for people who currently play the game, there's those instances where you'll get like a false out of power situation, and many times you can disable and enable a thing and it'll bring it back online. So just give it a quick toggle until we can figure out what's causing that. It happens a lot with like connecting things, like when you connect factories together and the grids don't align, stuff like that.
I'm a dummy.
What's that?
I should have bought the council monument. You guys are like, buy the council monument, and I totally forgot. That's my bad. And I spent all my money on population stuff. Ugh. Turning it off and on again, simulating real life. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a good tap. Yeah, you ever play Dungeon Keeper? I love the ability to like slap your like get to work.
Are you requesting a feature?
Yeah, you just have to like every once in a while your devices just don't randomly work, and you have to like hit them with a hammer or something. Tap tap. Don't actually do that. Yeah, millennia into the future, we still need to turn things off and on again. Turns out that's a really good way to problem solve things. Problem solve technology. Employee motivation prod, yes. I think we're going to do another giveaway in just over 5 minutes. Are there going to be decoration, buildings, arts, other? Yes. I believe we are working on that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We want to do like cosmetics for your buildings. So let me just read the chat here.
Creative mod. So we have to convert again? Or no, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to retype in a thing. It's gonna be. We'll let you know. We'll let you know what you have to type in. These rebels sure aren't attacking me. Maybe the game thinks I'm like really bad at this, and therefore not doing anything. I should really be surveying this stuff here.
Yeah, we want to do like cosmetics for your buildings where you can like pick a building that you've already built and add some decorations to it, and you can get these cosmetics from loot boxes. Just kidding, I'm not. But, but you'll be able to click on the building and there's like different little like nodes and stuff you can add to it.
Oh no. No loot boxes.
Just kidding.
Yeah. You could make it so that every conversion capsule, you might get a worker.
Yeah, we call them surprise mechanics. Yeah, I specifically tried to say just kidding as possible because I know somebody would clip it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't take it out of context. We're not going to do that. All right, come on, guys, get to work. Build that building.
I think this is an interesting question. What decisions can improve our pollution? So right now, there's not a lot of options to deal with pollution. Over time, the pollution just kind of dissipates and spreads out. Fun fact: rain triples the rate of which pollution dissipates. So rain is actually really good, and this is actually how it works in real life too, where the water brings the particles in the air down to the floor. Right now, our rain doesn't have a lot of variation to it, so we're going to add more variation to it, and so it'll be more like it'll affect your pollution a little bit better. Sorry.
I think I'm getting a storage container bug here because it says I have 58 garbage, but over here it says 3.
No.
Yeah, and I've got all this. Look at all this trash here too.
I wonder what causes that. Oh, that has to be. I wonder if that's related to your like instant resource thing, because it was like decrementing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it was decrementing your waste really fast, but not not actually decrementing it.
Yeah, that's right. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're gonna do the giveaway in 5 minutes, and then I think that'll be the end of the stream. I was hoping to get one more rebel attack, but looks like they're not coming. So we got to get back to work making the game.
Yeah.
We would love to stream for longer, but we got to get back to work making stuff. Yeah. Well, okay. We got our work cut out for us.
Yep. Okay, we need to save this VOD because it actually it has some things in it that we need to fix.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely make this it'll be on Twitch, and then we'll definitely put it on the our YouTube channel. We usually put our archives of our streams and that sort of thing up there. So please check that out. All right.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Yes, thank you so much. And yeah, we stream every Friday at 1. Check it out. We do game development related stuff. Clark Tank is usually the next most popular thing.
Oh, we're doing a second giveaway in 2 minutes.
Yes.
By the way, so don't leave just yet.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yes. It's raining right now, and some people are asking more questions about the weather. So there is plans for more weather types. And
Yes.
if you click the thumbnail on the underneath the main menu when you launch the game, there's a video in there that actually shows a little bit of footage of upcoming weather types. And the goal is to have them actually affect your simulation in some way. Yes. So there will be times when you may want to burrow even though you're not getting attacked by rebels. Do we have plans for cleaning pollution? We do have plans for ways that you can build structures that are designed to deal with pollution. That is something that we'll be adding in the future.
Yeah, I believe that was teased in our. If you go to our YouTube, there's a dev walkthrough video. We actually teased a little bit of that. Check out that video. It's got lots of good stuff in it.
Oh yeah. We showed way more work in progress footage than I thought we would.
But yeah, clearly some people have already been watching it because that's where they see the sandstorms and that sort of thing. ETA on roads. I think it's basically just soon. Not sure if there's a confirmed time for any of this stuff yet.
Will there be options for more or less polluting fuel but energy buildings? Yes. I want to have alternative sources for power and fuel with different consequences. So right now you get energy by burning fuel, but getting energy from solar power or nuclear power are also alternatives that I want to look into. and that way you can decide how you do it. But everything will have pros and cons. So for example, if you do solar power, then your energy is not going to be generating during the night. And the one thing about the Titan is that the artificial sun that orbits around Titan is actually not on a perfect circle. It's on this like asynchronous rotation. And the reason they did that is they wanted one side of the moon to be darker than the other side to force economic classism, because the side of the moon that gets more sun is more valuable property. So when you play eventually on the dark side of the moon, solar power will be much harder to manage because you're not getting as much light, things like that.
Okay, I think we're doing the next giveaway. Why don't you trigger that thing, and then we'll cut to the word we're gonna use this time.
It's in everything I said was on a loading screen, by the way. So if you just load the loading screen.
All right, everybody, here it is. Here it is. Giveaway time. Type in !rebel. You're all rebels. And yeah, thanks again for checking it out. We'll leave this open for I think 10 minutes, and then at the end, whoever wins gets the Epic Games key for early access. And yeah, again, this is a promotion by us here at Brace Yourself Games, and Twitch doesn't sponsor it and is not responsible for this giveaway. And yeah, it's just from us. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Does anybody have any like last minute questions? None of us can convert into work, so now we rebel. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Any last thoughts? How's your quarantine? Oh, it's been going okay so far. Yeah, just trying to get outside as much as possible, still maintaining the 2 meters social distancing, which has been good. So yeah, hope you all are staying safe out there, not touching your faces, sneezing into your elbows, that sort of thing. Will there be in-game patch notes with each new release?
Yes.
Lord Matt Hoffman. Yes, there will be. And if you guys join our Discord as well, if you there's like lots of patch notes and people talking about the game and giving lots of good feedback, and so far the community's been really nice, so you should check it out. Yeah, Moobot just gave a link there if you want to join the Discord. But yeah, so that's the game. I know we only attacked one rebel. I was hoping to get another one, but yeah, didn't quite do it. Yeah, anything else you want to say, Andy?
No, this is awesome. I'm glad everyone is super hyped for the game, and thank you for all helping us. Thanks again for helping us find these bugs, because that's what we want. We want to fix it, because that's what we're focusing on for the next few weeks. Is just making sure the game is as bug-free as possible. But we also have the roadmap online. Check out the roadmap, and it'll show you what we're planning on adding. I can't wait to start revealing the new content to y'all.
Yeah, it's gonna be so exciting. And yeah, and we just want to let you know as well is that a new version 0.1.8, which is the one I believe I was just playing, will be live on the Epic Game Store after the stream. So please go check it out. Get hyped for that. And yeah, we'll just chill out here till till people get all their rebels out. Oh, and yes, as Antoine said, old saves will not work. Unfortunately, this is how early access works, and we can never, guarantee that your save will not work from one version to the next, because we're constantly iterating and changing a lot of stuff very fast. So during the early access period, kind of a blanket statement to know is that, yeah, you cannot rely on your old saves with the new versions. Unfortunately, you might be able to get away with it, but it might cause strange bugs. So, as a whole, if you're gonna download the new version, I would just start a new game.
Yeah, you're welcome to try.
You're welcome to try. Yeah.
Be aware now.
Maybe if you're gonna do that, then maybe if you give a bug report, maybe just make sure to say that this is, you're loading a save from an old version or something. It'd probably be helpful.
Because it's fixing bugs that are a product of loading an old save isn't really worth the time, because we want to just make sure that people going forward are not experiencing the same issues. But we also hear you on the frustration of not being able to play something you spend a lot of time on. So we're looking into minimizing how incompatible the old saves are.
Yeah, should flag whether old saves are from old versions. There is a warning now. If you saw me earlier, if you load a game, it will say like, "Hey, it won't work if this is an old save." So, I think that's as much as we'll do for now. Can't all these new features obviously require time to make and that sort of thing. So we can never like we can always hope for these things, but we might not make it in. But yes, please check out the roadmap and stuff like that on the main site and the FAQ, which is, I think, braceyourselfgames.com/industriesoftitans/FAQ. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming out.
Oh, are we haven't revealed the winner yet, right?
I think we're giving. Yeah, maybe we'll end it a little bit early because I think everybody's got in. If you haven't typed in !Rebel, do it now. We'll end it in like a minute. Yes, stay safe. Order takeout. Yes. Make sure you order from local restaurants that you like so that they can stay in business and stuff. 1 minute left. Yes, thank you so much, everybody, for reporting bugs and that stuff, that kind of thing. Very helpful.
And if this hasn't been said again, join our Discord. We're crazy active in it.
Yeah.
We have several devs in there active constantly, and you can report your feedback, and that's how we find like you'll get your data and then like fix it. You can ask questions. The community is actually really helpful too. They'll help answer your questions.
3, 2, 1. And who is it? Giveaway close.
92 rebels.
92. Dangio. Congratulations, Dangio. Oh, well done.
Nice.
Keep your DM open. We'll send you a message with the key and stuff. So, yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. This is really fun. Yeah, and we will definitely do it again in the future. So yeah, please stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter and the Discords, of course. And yeah, see you all around the solar system.
Bye. Thanks everyone.
Bye. Take care, everybody. Stay safe.